State JFS officials say Ohio has notified more than 108,000 pandemic unemployment recipients that they were overpaid. That is more than double the number of overpayment errors previously announced by state officials.
I-Team reporter Dan Monk takes a look at the growing scope of the problem and what you can do if Ohio asks you to repay your PUA benefits.
Styling hair wasn't as complicated before COVID-19.
For many hairdressers, business is not back to normal.
Sierra Borer is an independent contractor who leases salon space at Rookwood Exchange.
Here, it's not appropriate to double book or have multiple clients in here, so your days are longer.
There is more cleaning and fewer bookings.
I still have clients that are, staying home and being safe.
She's also spending her time on hold with questions about unemployment.
You have reached the Pandemic Unemployment Assistance Support Line.
Borer was grateful in May for the $7,200 in pandemic unemployment assistance payments she received for the 8 weeks she was forced to close her shop under an Ohio public health order.
Allowed me to catch up on bills.
But her relief turned to grief in July when she tested COVID-19 positive. She applied for a second round of PUA payments to cover her 2-week quarantine.
For questions around benefits, press 3.
She went 2 months without payment for those 2 weeks. Her online account showed issues pending, but she says no one at JFS could explain what they were.
Time and time again, I've called and they've actually said, I don't know, ma'am, what's wrong with your account.
Then on September 16th, her online statement said she owed the state $3,049.
Definitely nerve-wracking that it just was like almost overnight that it's switched and I had this overpayment balance.
The I-Team has been watching Ohio's PUA program for evidence of fraud and abuse. Now a new state analysis prepared in response to the I-Team's questions shows the state overpaid nearly 20% of all PUA claimants. That's 108,000 people through August 31st. This is the first time the state is releasing information specifically about PUA overpayments. The program was created by Congress in March to cover people who didn't qualify for traditional unemployment. State data shows more people were overpaid PUA benefits than traditional unemployment so far this year. The PUA program has less rules attached, and JFS says it was overburdened.
I understand. There's a deep frustration sometimes around overpayments.
Kimberly Hall is director of Ohio's Department of Job and Family Services. She says Ohio has no choice but to seek repayment when overpayments are due to mistakes by claimants.
We're trying to understand at the federal level how much we can waive when we know it's an error on our part.
Hall says Ohioans should promptly file an appeal when they notice errors on their account and call on weekends to get better access to live operators.
9 to 5 on Saturday, 9 to 1 on Sunday.
But that's only part of the frustration for Borer, who waits on hold, wondering why her July claim wasn't fully paid and why her accounts show she was overpaid.
We do have to recognize, the government shut us down, and here I am, closing my business, closing my doors as a self-employed person and following the rules. And I think that I'm eligible and entitled to help.
The I-Team was able to get some relief for Borer by asking questions on her behalf. State officials told her last week all her problems would be resolved within 24 hours. However, as of this morning, Borer says her account still reflects an overpayment balance, and she received a $1,400 check for those claims in July, but she says that's still about $600 short of what she's eligible to receive. Dan Monk, WCPO 9, I-Team.